All right. A few trades I took before stream. I know I probably shouldn't have. No, I really shouldn't have, but it just looked really good and I still didn't have the stream on. So the trade was just a sweep of the session low of this consolidation with a pop. The second one was the sweep of the overnight low. Very low follow through. I tried to hit it twice, both with pretty much break even orders. Given that I want a quick pop, pretty much instant from these. So now I just wait. Damn. This is so clean on YM. I don't trade this product, but wow. Swept the low. Nice signal, instant bounce, and then a huge move. Apparently Topstep's not working for a lot of people. Just give it a good refresher. All right, let's see what happens if we sweep this PDL. Testing it now. That's so interesting. My chart stopped working. What the hell? Okay, there it is. What the heck? That's scary, but okay. Hmm. It's looking like a nice range building out here between 23,100 and 600, 22,600. New low of day. Oof. Took a stop there. Was worth a try. Was worth a try. Yeah, not the cleanest. Still working with the idea of the prior day sweep. That right there. I wonder if 900 is actually going to hold throughout the day, throughout the session. If not, like I said, we'll be seeing this area get tested, like 780s. And potentially even 600. Build out a big old range. Looking good now. Ooh, the 5 minute too, look at that. I wish I could make it a little slimmer. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. 25 points from my previous entry. Pretty good. I want to see if we break this little pivot here, retest overnight low and so on, and then we're probably working to get some intraday fibs as well. Yeah, the shallow. There she is. Change these to a darker green. Been eventful 2 mornings after weeks of chop. So that's actually very nice. Damn. He has doing nothing. It's funny. Glad I don't trade that no more. Yeah, I was having issues with Topstep. I don't know if how when you showed up, but just like 10 minutes ago I took a trade and I saw the P&L move but not the chart. Like as soon as I filled for this long at prior day low, the chart essentially just froze. So I was looking at the DOM. Damn, you can't get out of it? Oh. You don't have the buttons on the side? Sure you could still use those. Unless your whole page is just grayed out. Also, I highly recommend using bracket orders, just in case. Just in case. I've set those up in case my internet ever goes out. Because that's happened before, so like if power goes out, internet goes out, I'll at least have that bracket order to save me. So if you guys aren't using those, definitely recommend. Anyway, I think your short's looking good regardless. You do have your DOM. Whole thing just blacked out. Damn. Just hit a refresh. Hit a refresh on your page, see if that fixes. If not, I wouldn't sweat it. Last time they had an outage like this, and anyone who took a loss got reimbursed essentially. Not reimbursed, but like their account got reset for the day if they were red. So no matter what happens, you'll be okay. But where did you short from? What area? I think you're looking good anyway. Honestly, we're just bouncing into the shallow fib. Still got overnight low ahead of us. I think it looks pretty good. Depending on where you short it though. Unless you chase down here, then that's rough. Shorted from 993. Oh, the slower high, I'm assuming. Yeah, that is pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying. Especially they gave you like 100 points too. It's a shame. Shame you can't capitalize on that whole thing. Well, like I said, if worst comes to worst, I think TSX will fix it. Yeah, that 5 minutes giving power to the longs, man. Also, one thing I'm watching for here is how this 30-minute closes. Like, with the context of that we did sweep priority low, are we going to close as a hammer now that we reclaimed? And then bull step back in all the way to 23,100, retest that range. We'll see. And Q on a 50k, yeah. Even worse, I'm trading two of them. Two of the minis. Just for 5 points. Tight risk. Little pops. Wouldn't recommend it, but it works for me. What's up, Humberto? Haven't seen you in a minute, man. Can you place trades on Topstep X? It's been laggy. It's been laggy this morning. I think they're having just a full platform outage this morning. It's been laggy. I almost got bonked on one of my trades pretty bad. Just because I couldn't see my chart. But yeah, it seems fine now. Nice, Cole. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, that was sketchy. Don't like when that happens. What up, Roger? Man. I remember back in the day trading with Thinkorswim, trading options. It was the same thing, but like Thinkorswim would just have problems all the time. And they had no reason for that. Like, that's a decade-old platform at that time. that they were still having issues. TSX though, I could forgive them. They're new, they're working on it, so. Mine just stopped, Roger. I mean, this morning was a little rough, but it's good now for like the last 15 minutes or so. Seems fine. Until further notice, we'll see. By the way, where did the sellers step in again? Fib sell zone, 38% fib, and the overnight low. Sellers just reloaded. Now, well, let's see if we get a new low of day or what. Same, yeah. Everybody's having these issues, man. Whole morning, I've seen guys on my team talk about the same thing. I bet you. Okay, they tweeted something. Hold on. Yeah, they tweeted 17 minutes ago saying they're working on it. They'll provide updates later. So, GG's. Yeah, because they're goobers. But then again, I don't know. I mean, I'm not that great of a trader, but like, I think if I was to pick a bunch of guys to represent my firm, I'd pick the best. They don't trade that well on there. They used to have Rips as a guest. He was really good. I don't think he gets on there anymore. So we'll get some Fed speak ongoing too. All right, let's see, going back into session low pretty swiftly too. See how it reacts. Oh yeah, we got some Fed speak. Some nonsense prints later, but those are weak, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Never mind, Roger. See? I guess it's still lagging. There's a whole gap in the chart. Yeah. Tough. Tough. You could always just use your trading view and use the buttons, but you know, it's not very safe because I don't know how their fills are going to be with the chart missing. Nice bounce though at prior day low again. Pretty nice. Was hoping for a sweep into 900 again. That would have me test my might. I mean, it could still happen. Technically, we're still in a big old downtrend. So... unless, you know, buyers just start stepping in right here. And we print potential higher lows at PDL. Anyone trade gold? I was looking at this right now. Pretty clean short at VWAP. And might be 50% fib. Oh, 61% fib. That's just so clean. Like Morty would say. Like Mr. Morty would say. I haven't seen Morty in a minute, man. Now we got Trump speaking too. You went long at 940? Nice. Hope they pump it for you all the way into overnight low VWAP area. A little late though. I'm surprised you took it that late instead of like way down here at prior day low. How's that possible? 38 points? It only moved like 10. Are we looking at the same 940? What's going on, Roger? You lying to me? Yeah, I get it. That's what I'm saying. It's only 10 points. 10 points. You said 38. Did you mean ticks? Or you mean 38 points on the session? Oh yeah, never mind. That is 40 ticks. 10 points, 40 ticks. Nice. Brother. My bad, man. I don't ever count ticks. It's too small. I'll look at points. Although that makes my trades sound a lot more fun or bigger. Instead of 5 points, I'm over here grabbing 20 ticks. Pretty slow now ever since that initial balance at 900 and PDL. Not much on my end. I was getting active all morning pretty successfully too. Then I kind of squandered it all right here. Got stopped out pretty wide. And then made it back. Some of it. Made some of it back. There was your entry. This high or low? Six-minute open on the 2-minute. I see what you're saying. Like the break above these low bars. Makes sense. If your conviction was to go long, I'm surprised you didn't take it down here and then just kind of manage it all the way up. $9.92, yeah, I can see that. That's what I'm watching for as well. Or even if we build out something like this, I'd be interested. Sweep right here and bounce. So Nice, coming into overnight low. Yeah, nice, nice. Did you lock it? Did you lock it? Let's go. Nice work. Yeah, that's a good location to sell it into. Overnight low. Just in case this is an upthrust of like this area and it just tanks back down. Have sellers reload right there. It's always possible. Kind of what it's looking like so far. Yeah, so far. We'll see how it plays out though. You could see some buyers potentially take out the sellers and keep on going higher. We could still see all that, but being cautious hasn't hurt nobody. Being cautious never hurt nobody, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, you had some good hits. I would just take it, call it a day. I'm trying to pass this combine, so I'm like sort of rushing. Not really rushing, but I want to seek all the opportunities I can. Otherwise, if this was in the XFA, I would have left early on. Bro, I tilted, man. I tilted, man. I will not even hide that. So stupid too. Ah, man, like that still bothers me today. It's not even like I could have already passed that account yesterday or today had I not tilted. Because I can always come back from a loss. It was just that bothers me a little bit, the fact that I had to get a new one and start all over. But the main thing that really bothers me more than anything is that I even went down that rabbit hole. Like I feel like I let myself down, betrayed myself. That's what hurts the most. Just broke my own rules completely. But I actually like how much it hurts. Like I used to tilt so often earlier in my career that like I didn't even feel anything about it. Like I was just pissed that I was losing money, or pissed that I was losing accounts, or just losing in general, but I was never like mad at myself for tilting. Now this is what hurts me more than anything, and I actually like that, because I think that has some potential to finally sort this issue out for good. It's like, how many times can you make the same mistake, you know? Bro, literally, I was saying that too. Is like, there's so many good traders out there that not good as in like they're money makers. It's the fact that they have edge. Like they could read the charts, they can navigate the market well, but they just can't stick to their own rules and handle their emotions. I'd say that's probably the issue why most traders lose. It's not, well, not most, but like half the traders out there genuinely have the sauce. Like they have the strategy, they know how to read the chart, they know how they need to handle their emotions in order to get paid, but they just can't get a grip on their emotions. It's like most of my friends that I know, they can read the hell out of a chart, they got good strategies, good everything, but they just can't handle emotion. That's sad. Yeah, literally. Because I think, I mean, you could learn technicals in like a month, in like 90 days, 90 sessions, I would say. So that's actually like 5 months. 90 sessions, and you could learn technicals like the back of your hand. But it's the managing yourself, mastering yourself. Oh man, that takes so long. Unless you're just built different. I only knew one guy who went full time and became super profitable within, I think, like a year. It was just really good. And I don't know if it's because he had a fat cushion of money to fall back on, so he had like no emotions or what, but dude was just solid. But yeah, trading's like incredibly simple. It's just hard. Like you could literally just trade one thing, like a pullback to VWAP or sweep or higher low, whatever reversals, literally one thing. Just the one thing. That's all you gotta learn. Learn that one thing. But then from there, how long is it gonna take you to actually only trade that one thing? Because most people can't. They see the market moving, they gotta get in, trade something else that's outside of their framework. I know, right? I wish I had that sauce too. That's what caused a lot of issues for me, is like, damn, I gotta pay bills, or like, I wanna get paid right now. Seeing some lifestyle stuff on YouTube and Instagram just makes you want to push outside of your comfort and just start getting paid now. In return, you just end up losing money. So, yeah. If there was a fat cushion to fall on for like a couple of years, I think trading would be a lot better. So you'd just be way more patient. See, we got 9 minutes till this hourly closes. Looks like Bulls definitely stepped in. What up, Dave? Did you manage to make this a solid morning despite the TSX issues? I'm all right. I went like near daily goal, gave it back. Still green, but gave some back. So still good though, still good. I hope you didn't get bonked by the TSX nonsense. Nice. Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess it's because I've been looking at Kyle's so much that I'm actually used to this colorway more than others. And this one doesn't hurt my eyes. So I actually love it. Love it a lot. So I'm glad you like it too. But I don't know why you wouldn't, because I'm sure your eyes are trained to see this thing too on Kyle's anyway. It's just clean. Feels like I'm looking at a textbook. But yeah, I tried PDL as well. Probably not how you did. I took the original sweep, that worked, and then I tried like the new low of day, which that's where I got shaken out, unfortunately. I would probably still take this trade again though if I see it, honestly. And then I put a limit order above this right here once I saw 900 holding, and I basically took this right here for a pop. Old me, I would have enjoyed this right here, and I like this higher low, kind of higher low, like a reclaim retest of the prior day low. Pretty nice, but only sticking to one thing. Nice. Yeah, man, the grays are great on the highs. Got the 28. Oh, right here. Yeah, that's nice too. I was looking at that too, thinking the same thing. Like, wow, that's... I called it out in real time too. I was like, yeah, this is looking like a potential higher low. Like I said though, just not touching those anymore. Like technically, there's a lot of good higher lows to get involved in, or reclaim retests type entries. Here. Ooh, I kind of didn't see this. I probably would have took that. Wasn't looking, but even this, old me would have definitely been all over this. Yeah, Roger, looks like the volume is leaving us. We do got Fed speech still ongoing, so that could always save the day with a little tariff talk. Yeah, Dave, same. I love how objective the sweeps are. I was talking to Ray and Christopher about this yesterday. Like, I don't ever gotta second guess it. A sweep is a sweep, especially like a solid sweep on a higher time frame, or you know, something that's not just a little bitty microstructure on the 15-second like you see me mess with sometimes, like an actual sweep. Yeah, those are so objective that like it's easier for my mind than sitting there justifying a higher low that's potentially in a downtrend overall or whatever. So like that's why like I never had a good time trading View app, because it's like it's just an imaginary noodle. Same thing with fibs. Like it's kind of in a way subjective, because somebody else could be watching, or like a big trader that's actually moving the chart could be trading something completely different. So some noodle or some imaginary fib lines are nothing to his order. You just get steamrolled. Not to say that those don't work, just that's my issue with it. In fact, looks like it's might be working right now. Some sellers have you out. Yeah, exactly, as a bias. Or even a target sometimes. Try that out. Just a sweep of this structure. I'm gonna stop down here. Just sweep of this area. A little lower quality sweep, but I like in the 1 minute. Let's see then, Roger. Let's see it. It's taking a little long. I don't like that. I was expecting a quicker pop. Ooh, this thing is moving like we're about to get a tape bomb. Let me just close that. I just closed it just in case, man. That was sketchy. That was sketchy. It worked though. Nice. It would have definitely worked. 964 still waiting. Stop 956. Oh, just below here. Yeah, nice. Man, I closed that because from the hours I've spent watching the charts, I don't ever like when the tape starts moving so jittery. Like when we're trading this slow and it just starts going like this all of a sudden, I don't ever like that, man. That could always lead to something like bloop or bloop in either direction. Which I guess it kind of did, but like a very small pop right there. Whatever that was about. Whatever that was about. Nice, looking good now. Nice. Nice pop. Back into overnight lows. Hope you're taking that, Roger. Got out. Let's go. Nice trade. Nice scalp. Nice scalp. I like the 1 minute that it put up right there. This is like a tiny sweep by a couple of ticks. Nice 1 minute. You could take it for 10, 13 points right into that overnight low. And as you can see, touched it twice, and that's where the seller stepped in again. Need more coffee. I know, I was thinking about that too. Get cranked. Damn. A little annoying that I had to close that. But better safe than sorry. So just waiting for the next setup now. Took that one for break even, and I'm sitting here thinking like I would have probably been a lot more mad or frustrated rather if I let this thing stop me out plus slippage if this thing ended up moving erratically into the opposite direction of where I wanted it to go, which has definitely happened before when the tape starts dancing like that. How old do you think? What's your guess? Yeah, spot on. Spot on. Buddy has a crystal ball. That sounds so good. Man takes 3 green trades in NQ back to back and thinks he can predict the future. No, I'm kidding. $25. Yeah, I always think I'm 25, and then I remember I'm not. Weird. Damn, you got a cool birth year. Just a 2 with a bunch of zeros. Alright, let's see. Looking like some sellers stepping in here again. Tape again, getting a little jittery. Let's see it. Put a limit order right there, just in case this was another sweep. Although, could be unlikely. Oh, 99? That's even better. Bunch of 9s. It's even cooler. Barely made it. Still a Gen Z, man. Nice. Still a Gen Z, man. I think the Gen Z cutoff, which I ended up making, well, or not, I don't know, depends how you look at it. Gen Z starts at 97, which was me. I was the first one. And they always clown me for it. Damn, did I top tick that exit? Oh, wow. Wow. Damn, I sure did. That's cool. Bro, not at all. I don't identify with those retards one bit. But then again, so some are cool. I think it's like the 06 and up that are really bad. Damn, man, I really top tick this. That's scary. Gosh darn. Still holding, wow. So like my original stop would have been holding even if I didn't get filled here. It's always nice to see. Bro, I'm really loving these colors, these charts. It looks like, it just looks like a textbook. I don't know how else to explain it better. Looks like I'm taking myself to school. Tough. There's your sellers at the overnight low. That's what I was telling you, man. That's what I was saying. I'm hoping you're selling into the overnight low every time you were hitting those longs, because clearly, look at that. And then they tried a little bit, even held, and just rolled over a VWAP. Sold again and again and again. Yeah. Clear, strong sellers underway. Nice hourly though. Yeah, do you chart those levels on your end? I think they're like my favorite reference levels. Overnight high, overnight low, prior day low, prior day high. It's my favorite levels. Really good reference points. What up, chimp? I hope you hit that lockout, buddy. Fucking clown really said. He really said. What did he say? Oh, okay, never mind. You said you shut it down. You never said you locked out, so it's my fault. It's my fault for confusing the two. I thought you said you're done. But unless he locks his... Oh my god, bro. You have a fucking problem. Oh, this guy, dude. Well, I'm glad you're agreeing on your first day. How many XFAs you got right now? Just one? Or two? Two? Are they linked right now? Maybe, Roger. I don't know. Unless it just Ooh, never mind. You might be right. Unless it rolls over right here and does something like that. Linked? Wow, you piece of work, man. Piece of fucking work. Meanwhile, here I am. A clown, still trading my combine. Even though I have an XFA. To be fair, I probably would have bonked it though, the way I got all emotional the other day. So, probably a good thing. And I still won't leak them once I have them. Just don't even trust myself like that. Yeah, all in time. Damn. Okay, Roger. Bro saw the future again. Yeah. That's the thing, bro. I got confidence in my setup. Just not myself when I get emotional. I mean, I've been pretty good. It's just that, man, holy shit. Yesterday, just spun out. Like, it was that same old demon where I was just like, I don't even care if I bonk this account. I don't even care. I'm just so in the moment. Even though I could have definitely brought it back. I just got greedy. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I took some losses, but like, it's nothing I couldn't have come back from. I was just mad that I took 3 losses back to back. So I was like, and also that part also could have been avoided too. Because I essentially got stopped out on a setup and I kept re-entering it. Like, all in the context of this is what it really got me is I just overlooked the fact that we swept this. Like, I was trying to long after we swept that high. So it was like a clear upthrust that I was trying to long into over and over and over. Got steamrolled. Yeah, well, I did step away, to be fair, and then I came back, took good trades, right? I came back and took good trades. That's the funny part. Came back and took good trades, but I didn't follow my rules on those trades. So instead of locking them for 5-point pops, I started moving my take profit like 30 points out the way. And that's what I'm really mad at myself for. It's not the 3 losses. It's not the overlooking the upthrust. Yeah, like, that's rookie mistakes, whatever. It's the fact that when I came back and I started taking good setups, I fumbled them by not taking profit the way I normally would. So I had like a bunch of 10, 12 point pops that all rolled over in me and became losses. When those were all winning trades, like, I would have stacked a bunch of 5-pointers and came right back to break even and then green like I always do. But nope, wanted to make it all in one grand slam, like you said. And that's always been the downfall. Yeah. How do you feel about these new chart colors? It's kind of like Kyle's, but less noise. Less indicators and less colors and shit. Just basically took what Kyle has and made it cleaner. Base runs, base hits. Yeah, I agree, Roger. That's what's always worked for me in the last year. It's always been base hits. And that's what I'm saying. Anytime I step away from it, completely my fault for getting bonked. Morning, sir. Did you just roll out of bed, bro? What's going on? How the hell are you? But yeah, Dom, I'm surprised. Like, I could not find anything that was white or like light colors that still was easy on the eyes, but this one surprisingly like does not hurt my eyes at all. Actually, I really like it. FB bag. Dude, his desk hasn't seen sport mode in years. But to be fair, neither has mine. Like, I got this standing desk, and like, the only benefit that I use it for is to adjust the height towards at my perfect sitting position. But I haven't used it standing up in so long. Dude, it's all unplugged. Yeah, I do like to rest my hands on my gut. Palm tucked in the waistband of my boxers. It's the most comfortable position a man could be in. Just the absolute piece of shit position. Oh man. Bro, yesterday Chrissy said something funny. He got new speakers and he's over there like blasting house music loud as hell. And his girl's not liking it. She's next door. Thought that was hilarious. I could just see his ass locked in at the station, just this cat. This thing just died again? I thought we were gonna see session low. I wonder if we start seeing follow through on that hourly. Oh yeah, speaking of I think it's time. Oh boy. Mr. Kyle has cranked up a silent stream. Yeah, Dave, look, here's my settings. I just wanted to make it look extremely clean. So I just turned everything black essentially. And then I turned off like prior day close and then VPOC. I just made them completely 0 because I don't want to see those. And yeah, everything else is pretty much factory. Hold on, I'm about to crank up some house music, man. Come on. Come on. Let's run it. Yeah, it looks clean, Dave. I appreciate it. Like I said, I was just trying to make it as black and white as possible so it looks like actual textbook. Something about that aesthetic. Sometimes when like Christopher post charts, that's the vibe I get. Like I'm looking at a textbook. Oh yeah, Dave, you gotta update it. You gotta run an update on it. Chrissy, how's the voice to sound ratio? In fact, I don't even know if it's picking up anything. No music, huh? Yeah, I see that. That's weird. I'm looking at that right now. Hmm. I don't know, man. We might be cooked. Later. The pet rat. Oh man. Dude, yeah, he has a giant white rat. It's pretty funny. Yeah, bro, we're cooked. I can't even play music. That sucks. I don't know why. OBS is glitching out. Yeah, good work, Roger. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Good work, sir. Oh, I just saw you took another long. This guy, man. Let's see. What did he see on the 2-minute? I bet you he took it right here. What up, zombie injector gamer? That's a crazy name. It's like a Call of Duty name from 15 years ago. It's a pretty name, yeah. What's going on, man? Are you trading today? Yeah, just like 2-3 hours. Sometimes more. Just depends on the session. Thanks for the music. That's just some playlist of lo-fi. In fact, Mr. Christopher would prefer that we play house music instead. If you're hearing this, Chrissy, send me a playlist. No, I'm serious. Send me a playlist. Yo, are you serious? There's no way you're trading this. There is no way. Damn. I don't got nothing either. Oh, I do. I just don't know what the vibe is. It's not that I don't like it. It's I could make this work. It's just usually when you zoom out of something like this, it looks bad. Like that it doesn't render correctly. If that makes sense. Don't zoom out then. Yeah, okay. Alright, look, I'm gonna try this one then. I found a playlist. I don't know if Mr. Zombie's gonna like it, but we'll see. We'll see what the vibe is. If you teach any strategy, will it work in TradingView? Yeah. Any strategy will work as long as it has edge. It's more about like, are you gonna stick to it and actually trade it? I don't know if I answered your question. I don't know if that's what you meant. See, is this a fib or something at 23K? Not really, but you got your answer all right. I mean, I only trade one strategy personally. Everybody here knows it. It's a good old sweep. Just a good old liquidity grab. So something like take prior day low, sweep it. Once it reclaims, you buy. And take profit. This is it right here too on the intraday. This is, you see the PDL, that's prior day low. So this area, sweep it, reclaim, buy, target overnight low. Or just hold whatever your flavor is. But do you like that higher low here at VWAP? No. No. Because of this. Oh, I'm sorry, because of this. The low 23K. I don't know. This is exactly what I was telling you yesterday, Chrissy. It's like, yeah, it's a higher low maybe, but like you're working with the context of a downtrend all day or like a big sell move all day. And you have your fib sell zone, then you have 23K, and it's like so many things stacked against you. So your higher low, while it might work, is somebody else's lower high. Why don't we just stick to the grabbies? Learning now, your friend teaches you a strategy like fib and support resistance. We got big plans, cars. Breaking on a demo account, yeah, that's good. What are your big plans with cars? I like cars. Also, Chrissy, I mean, I don't even like to look at VWAP like that. I could see it being a higher low off the top of the structure. But this imaginary noodle, keep it. I mean, fib and support resistance is solid though. I mean, that's support resistance is pretty much what I trade. This is what I just described as support resistance. Like you have your support here, and you just take the sweep, aka the trap, aka this Wyckoff spring at support, and then ride it. I personally don't like fibs, but there's definitely an edge in them, especially if you're trying to get involved in trend. For example, today, clear downtrend, right? Then you have a pullback into your 38% fib. You could call that the fib sell zone. Pulls back, sellers step in at the fib, and you have a nice move back down. So it's definitely edge to it. Definitely edge to it. It's not my thing. I prefer the simple support resistance. Alright, let's see this new playlist. Thanks. Nah, most people that get that many views, they do a hype show. I don't think nobody... I don't know, man. It's a little homosexual statement. Oh, that's funny. No, I'm kidding. But, nah, most people that have that many views, it's a hype show. It's like, they'll be over here clowning around, taking losses and just screaming and shit. But... I'm boring. I just sit here. I just sit here, yap a little bit about the price, show my trades. That's it. Other YouTubers that like are traders? No. Except my mentor. He's streaming right now. But he does pretty boring streams too. That's him right there. Other than that, I've definitely tuned into some other traders and their streams, but like I just can't. It feels like brain rot because all they do is just kind of clown around. They don't really explain their trades. It's too much noise. I like a more focused environment, personally. Are you talking about like multi-streams where it's a bunch of people? Like Topstep or others? Yeah, those are a mess. No. I don't even know who that is. With the FX being in the name, I'm assuming it's Forex. So... see, I'll look him up right now. That's cool thumbnails. Yeah, this dude's 25, Forex trader. Yeah, that makes sense. What up, Mighty Samurai? Yeah, he is Forex. But you know, no, I just don't... Forex is so unrelatable to me. I just can't... I don't understand what they're talking about. I get it, like... I mean, I get it, it's the same thing. It's just... price moves the same way. But just... when you're trading US indices, it's so much simpler. You have one chart, tight spread. Look at that spread, so tight. No manipulation, no nonsense. You know why? It's because my camera's right there. I have another monitor in front of me. And then the trade monitor is to my right. So I'm like always looking over at it. I'll change it eventually. Right now it's just, this is my laptop, so. Also, that was my buddy Dom's idea. He said I shouldn't look straight into it anyway. He said the side angle is better. Yeah, that's what Dom said too, Samurai. It's just a little off because like I said, like I'm always looking at this monitor. So I'm always turned away from the camera, but if I'm looking straight, it's pretty good.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Bro, that show, my brother always clowns on me for watching that show. That was a good show, man. It was a good spin on heaven and hell and how that whole idea. He's a cool character too, Lucifer. Especially his character arc. Stranger Things, man. Stranger Things was good, man. Until they all grew up. And now it's like a bunch of adults acting as 12-year-olds. Kind of weird. But like the first 2 seasons when they were still the proper age that they should be, it was cool. It's just always weird watching, like, it's like how 2000s had 30-year-olds acting as high school teenagers. It's crazy. Like, that does not make sense. Like, you could have casted way better actors. Billy was cool. Billy and his sister, they just had good vibes. They're like the cool Californians in some little middle of nowhere state. Oh yeah, Harry Potter's bad too, dude. I did not realize that, like, by the time Harry Potter ended and I was like looking back at the very first movie, they were just little kids. And at the very last one, they're like full-on adults. Yeah, NQ's just melting up, man. This is not what you want to see. Well, this is not what I want to see. But yeah, that hourly bar is looking great now with the sweep, hourly, timer, doji, now through the highs. Looking like we might potentially have the same exact scenario we had yesterday. Just move down, support, and melt it all day. Some of the edits are Billy. Yeah, he's cool. Yo, True Crusader, what's good, man? How you doing? Just chilling, man. Off the trigger now. Watching the charts melt up. Took some scalps earlier. Now just sitting cash. Wait for the next setup. Nah, I can't do animes, bro. I just can't get into it. Any triggers? I would honestly, I'm not even. I would want to see an expansion of some sort in any direction. I just don't like how tight it is. I just don't like how tight this is. You know what I mean? Like I can't really do anything. I would much rather see like a very swift move down to maybe overnight low and then work with that, or just anywhere. Anytime price is this tight, I can't do nothing with that. So I mean, if we end up chopping in this little area, let me see. Draw it out. If we end up making like a range right here, I'd be interested. Like this. That's an ugly chart, but like if it just chops like this and then sweeps that low, I'd take that. But other than that, I would generally hope that they announce some new tariff or something crazy that it makes the price expand out of this, because this is just untradeable for me. So you've been watching my 5-point trades? Yeah, I mean, people make fun of it, man, but it works for me. It works for me. As long as I don't tilt, as long as I behave and don't let my emotions consume me, it works great. Samurai, you just caught it at the bad time, bro. We're usually dialed. We're usually dialed. And I'm waiting for this dude Kevin to come in. He was asking me a question earlier about ranges and breakdowns. I was gonna give him a whole lesson on that. Dial it in on some charts again. Yeah, True Crusader, you have no idea, man. You have no idea. The amount of people that come in here and say that same thing, I'd say if I was to run a poll, well, I bet you like 80% of the people, that's their issue. Flip the switch. How about I flip the chart? But yeah, like 80% of the people, that's their problem. It's not their edge, it's not their strategy. That's just the fact that they can't control their emotions when they're red or when they're feeling greed or FOMO.
Just enjoy what you already created.
You don't understand half the term? Yeah, bro, I get it. I remember when I first started, I was pissed at how many acronyms and terms and new words there was. It was so hard to latch on. Yeah, I have one XFA right now, True Crusader. I have one XFA. I just haven't touched it because I want to pass this one. That way, it's like a way of managing my emotions, essentially. If I have 2 or 3 XFAs and I trade them unlinked, if I take one deep into red or, bonk it all together, I at least know that I have another one, so I won't emotionally spin out. Because the issue with when I have one XFA only, if I take it into deep drawdown or it's just red every 2 days in a row, man, I'll start to lose it. I'll just start to lose it. So As the goal right now is just to get another XFA, and then once I have 2, I'll start trading the XFA. Yeah, it's just sending more messages. That's all it is. I've tried that. It's not for me. I've tried that. Like, I had 5 linked XFAs 2-3 months ago. Like 3 months ago at this point. Man, I was just so stressed out because I essentially, like, I know I paid $1,000 for them altogether, you know, with the activation fees and the combine fees. So anytime I took a loss, I was just like, oh my God, I'm so close to losing this full $1,000 that I invested. So yeah, I can't do that. Not yet. I'm not emotionally there yet. I'm not emotionally mature enough to handle something like that yet. Yeah, it's 1K because, like, think about it. One account is $200. It's 50K for the combine. Once you pass it, it's another 150 to activate it. Appreciate it, yeah. We try to keep it dialed, but a little undial hurts nobody, Mr. Samurai. Just a little undial. But yeah. So, like, that's the idea right now. Is once I have 2 XFAs, so essentially once I have this one, I'll activate them and then probably run another combine in the background. Just going for base hits. Bro, you have no idea. Like, the 5 years, the 5 years, none of it was really about strategy being a problem. It was my emotions from day one, because I was, even with crappy strategies and, like, as novice as I was to the market, I was still able to get good trades from, like, year one. And every time, bro, every time I took a loss, I would just unwind my account. Like, the amount of times that I've done that, and this was when I first started, this was with my self-funded accounts trading options, because I only started doing futures 2 years ago. So, like, for the first 3 years, I would fund an account with, let's say, like $1,000, and I would trade $100 positions, $200 positions. I'd double the account essentially. Like, I would run it up from 1,000 to 2K, maybe 3K. Bro, I would take like a $300 loss, 200 or like $500 loss. Completely let it unwind myself, like, or my account. Completely let it consume me and just flush weeks and months worth of good trading in one day. And I still tend to do that, which has always been my issue. So, however, you're saying, like, wow, 5 years later, I would say that this last year I've been better than ever about it, because I was just saying this like 20 minutes ago, but back then it used to piss me off whenever I would degen and essentially lose my money, lose my accounts, whatever. Now I don't care about that. Like, yeah, it sucks, I lost money, yeah, it sucks, I might have blown an account, but what genuinely hurts me the most now is the fact that I went down that rabbit hole again and broke my rules. So, although yes, I still let my emotions, like, get to me, it happens way less now. I'm proud of that. There's definitely growth. And this is the first year I've actually been able to, you know, get payouts and hold on to my accounts and so on. So I feel more dialed than ever. But yeah, it's definitely been a long journey for me. And if you're a beginner, if you're on your first year, it does not have to take this long. How do you grow out from that? Bro, you just gotta get sick of your own shit, honestly. And journaling. Like, I have a calendar with Notion where, like, I'll show it to you in a second. Hold on, I'll show it to you here. You'll be like, wow, this is crazy, because literally just flushed it all away in one day. All right, look, I'll start. This is October last year. Watch this.
Sensations
I'll go to like through all these. So like this is the most consistent month where I actually logged stuff. So like 300, 300, 300, 200, 200, minus $1,000. Like, bro, come on, what? And why? Because if you go in here, oh yeah, see, I was just pissed and started gambling because I lost my XFA. Like, and then again, I get back on it. I'm like, okay, locked in, 200, negative 70, neutral day, 200, 400, down 700. Okay, whatever. Not emotional. It just happened. 500, 300, 300, 200, 200. Boom, down 2K, bro. Like, what? And that's been the journey so far. This is earlier on this year. This is February 25th. And I guess I bonked 6K across combines that were near passing. And that's been the entire journey. We can see your emotions in this. Yeah, man. Definitely. Definitely. How's life? Life is really good. Life is really good. Can't complain. Everything is falling into the big picture and I love it.
Sensations keep feeling my stomach.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It's all about you're like the way I look at it too is like, yeah, this is taking long, but this is not a capped career. Like, I can make as much money as I want from this long term. So yeah, it might take me a whole decade to build a well, but I can drink of it. I can drink as much water from it for the rest of my life, essentially. Unlike if I went to school to be a lawyer or a doctor, it would still take like 8 years. Then I'd have generational debt for the tuition. And then you're still capped at like 200K a year, which with trading, you could make 200K in 6 months if you really lock in. So, you know, there's really no ceiling to this. That's just what it is. That's literally why I've never quit. Like, despite taking L's for 5 years straight, that's why I never quit, bro. It hurts, but 3-4 months so far, man. I think if you like the fact that you're already in futures is already a huge win, because I'll tell you this, you don't got to learn about nonsense Greeks with options. You don't got to deal with option expiration, none of that nonsense. All you got to do is just pick one product, and this is the biggest advice I can give you, just to make your career that much quicker and simpler. Pick one product. Don't hop. Like, if you're gonna trade gold, trade gold. If you're gonna trade oil, trade oil. If you're gonna trade NQ, only trade that. Because hopping from one to the other is not gonna help you. So just pick one. Learn how it trades. Learn the volume you need to see for it to be a good trade. Like, for example, like NQ, I've traded it for over a year. And ever since I stopped trading ES and RTY and all the other nonsense, like, I've been a lot more profitable. It's because I'm always focused on one chart. Every day I come in, I already know the levels. I just maybe got to update them for the overnight session, whatever. But I know for a fact that if NQ is trading below 750 contracts per 1 minute bar, the volume is too low. I don't know what that stats is for other names, but like, that's what I'm saying. Just focus on one product and 1 or 2 strategies. I don't have a Discord. No, I don't have a Discord. I have a community that I'm in called the Traders Think Tank. So that's all I do. Check it out. It's in my bio. It's not free, but it's definitely worth it. It's good stuff in here, like trade reviews, books, just just all kinds of resources for your strategies and just really good stuff. And just a focused environment of traders that will actually help you and answer your questions and help you with your development. Yeah, college is expensive as hell. Like, your trading journey can be expensive, but it can be way cheaper if you use prop firms. 5 trades are in profit, 1 is a loss. The loss is big, nothing is wrong. Watch many videos on YouTube. And the best lines I got among all of them is I don't focus on having profits. That's you're right, Zombie. It's like that's another thing too, right? Is if you're focusing on profits, you're so done. It's always process over profits. And I know, like, I have the P&L banner showing. Guys, if I wasn't streaming, I would not look at my P&L. That's like one of the biggest poisons to your trading, is focusing on your P&L. I mean, you could see it in my, I guess I already closed it, but you could see it in my reviews. Like, let me see. Look, I blew these 3 linked combines. Why? Because they were so close to passing. Because I saw that I was like a few $100s away from passing them. So alternatively, the times where I closed my P&L and it was hidden and I wasn't looking at it, I've passed combines without even knowing. Like, I was just trading one day at a time, and then one day I get an email saying I passed, just because I'm focused more on the process rather than the P&L. Yeah, see, that's what I mean, Crusader. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, that, you start to take it way too serious. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you start to take it way too serious. Whereas if you just had your P&L covered and you don't even know, you instead come into the session looking for one good trade, one good setup. Like, you come in here, it's like, okay, is my setup here? Yes, I take it. Is my setup not here? No, then I just sit here and wait. Like, right now, I'm just sitting here waiting. I don't have a setup. But if I was so hung up on, oh my God, I need to hit 1,000 right now, the day is almost over, I would start forcing trades and then ultimately get killed. I don't have an Instagram. Well, I do have an Instagram, but I don't use it. It's abandoned. I'm just on Twitter. I'm just on Twitter and YouTube. Patience maxing for real. Yeah, that's all it is, man. Patience pays, as my mentor always says. In fact, the entire game of trading is patience. It's just waiting. Like, it's like fishing. You're just literally sitting here waiting for your setup. And that's what I was saying too. Like, that's where a lot of traders get killed, is like, they'll see a rally like yesterday at the open. And I actually saw this live. I saw this on a bunch of people's live streams. I was like, check this out, right? It's been a bunch of slow days, just for context. It's been a bunch of slow, choppy days. Yesterday we opened up and we rallied right off the open. So what does everyone want to do? All the profit-hungry traders, they start chasing this thing, like buying the highs, buying the highs, buying the highs. And guess what happens as soon as their stops get hit and the sellers step in? All those stops of people who chased get smoked. And that's why you have this swift move down. And most people weren't even realizing, like me, I overlooked this, but most people weren't even realizing that yesterday's rally was right up into resistance. I'll show them this chart. It was right up into resistance of this. So we sweep this high from last Thursday, trap a bunch of longs that chased, tank. That's simple. What do you do in the free time? Walk, ride a bike, go for a drive. Doom scroll. Doom scroll like hell. And if I'm not doing that, I won't lie to you. I'm definitely a victim of social media, but just gym. Yeah, go for a walk. Definitely go hit a 2-3 mile walk. Go for a drive. No, I wish I could do that, but bro, where I live, it's like if you leave anytime, I guess when the market is closed, you're gonna get stuck in traffic, so there's no point. Other than that, I would definitely love to go for a drive. I love going for a drive. Nothing clears the mind more than that. Alright, I'm not gonna take this just lack of volume, but this is interesting right here. Sweeping this little low along with this little low right here. Have the level of interest of 23k just below. I'm not gonna take it, but want to see if this is gonna be a little bounce, even like a tiny one into this area. Let's see. If not, I'd be just watching for, again, this prior low and the benefit of 23,000, 23k. Yeah, busy roads, man, busy roads. What do you guys do in your free time? There it is. Let's see. Hold on, let me see. I want to see what happens. Back into view app. Mobile 5 hours? No, that's rookie numbers. No, I'm kidding. I think everybody's like that nowadays. I don't know anybody who doesn't sit on their phone and doom scroll. Just got this short. What is it? Short against the fib zone? Fib sell zone? The 61 fib, is that what you're shorting? OB. What's OB? What does that stand for? Harshad Meta? No, I don't know who that is. Oh, order block, I see. I'm assuming by order block you're talking about this little consolidation right here. Oh, it's like right there. Interesting. Yeah, that terminology is foreign to me. But hey, if it makes sense, by all means. Zombie, just just get a pull-up bar, like for your door frame. Get one off Amazon, and just spam pull-ups. Spam pull-ups, spam push-ups. Can build a whole physique off of that. Just do it as long as you do it to failure. Yep. Yes. Yeah, same. Sometimes I'll just bust out like a 20-piece push-ups just to reset myself. But like if you legit just spam pull-ups, push-ups to failure, like try to go for like crazy number like 100, and genuine failure, like where if you're doing push-ups you can't even get yourself off the floor. Like look up Sam Sulek. I mean, I'm sure you guys know who that is, but the way he works out is like gives a good idea of what going to failure is like. And he described it as like if you have a wet rag and you're trying to squeeze the water out of it, that's essentially what you're trying to do with your muscles too. You're just like squeezing every one last rep. And I thought that was like the most perfect analogy. Yeah, it'll definitely build strength. If you can master doing like 10-15 push-ups, I guarantee you'll have great lats. You asked what concepts I trade. This is all I trade, bro. Just wipe off. And whenever it loads. Whenever it loads. This is it. This is all I trade. Support resistance. With a trap. So like this. Or for shorts, it would be that. So just traps. Liquidity sweeps. It's simple. It's very simple. And it's stood the test of time. Concept's been around for a century, so. Yeah, exactly. Well, everything that, like, every strategy is essentially derived from that, because price only moves in the Wyckoff concepts, like ranges and expansions. Like this is literally discover how the market is moving. So this is how price moves. You just have your expansion, pullback, expansion, pullback. But within these pullbacks, there's a range. There's always a range. Like this, before the next move. And you could see that on every chart too. Every chart you look at, you'll see that. It's the diet that's hard. You know, diet became easier for me once I started becoming like autistically aware of how bad everything you eat is. Like once you take out all the sugar filled stuff and all the seed oil filled stuff, you're kind of just in this little bubble of what you can eat. It's not that much food left after that, because everything has seed oils and sugar in it. So once you exclude that, diet becomes easy. Do you work out? Yeah, I work out. Try to go every day. And on the weekends, except the weekends, on the weekends I just go for a run or a walk. But yeah, every day before the market opens, hit a nice workout. Or if I oversleep, then after the close. But it's always better to get it done first thing in the morning, man, because I hate working out. I don't know who actually likes working out. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate every second of it. I love how it makes me feel. I love the physique it gives me, but absolutely hate working out. The process of it. Going to failure. Being, I don't know. Just don't like it. But If you wake up and that's the first thing you're doing, it's much easier to just get it out the way and over with. Are candles better than lines? Of course. A candle can give you so much story. Just so much story. Like a line will not. Let me see, I could give you an example here. Like, I can't. This tells me nothing. This tells me nothing. I mean, I could see the overall like direction and stuff, but here I could clearly see as we're testing 21 or 22,900 and prior day low, this candle tells me a whole story. That one simple doji tells me that there was a fight for price, and once we break above this candle, it tells me that the buyers are essentially winning that fight for price. A line will not give you that. Do you have a girlfriend? No, absolutely not. Ain't nobody got time for that, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'll go on like dates and stuff with a lady friends, I'll call them. But to have a girl in my ear all the time, nah, it's annoying. I don't want to report to nobody. It's exactly why I got into trading, man. I love my freedom. Can just fuck off one day and nobody looks for you. No manager, no girlfriend, nobody. Oh, you asked me if I live by myself. Yeah, I live with my brother. But we're about to move separately because he's gonna get a place with his girl. He has a girlfriend. They're about to get a place together because she just started living with us. It's a little annoying, but. And I'm gonna move abroad. I want to go nomad. I don't think there's any point of trading and paying for American prices. So I was gonna go travel around Southeast Asia, live cheap, and just trade. I'm in Texas right now, Austin, Texas. Yeah, bro, I hate working out. I don't know anyone who likes working out. Working out sucks. I'm saying I love how you feel after a workout, and that's why I do it. It's like I hate the process. I love the result. Love the result of having a nice physique. I love the result of feeling good after it, the mental reset you get after a workout, but the process of the workout itself. If you're working out to failure, fucking sucks. Because you always damn near have to black out. Like especially if you're doing legs or shoulders or something, like I don't know, those always, like I always have to essentially, like Dom was here in the chat earlier, he taught me like this little concept of like you just gotta go to this little dark place in your head where you essentially just kind of zone out from the pain and just go to full failure until your muscles give out. And doing that every day, yeah, I don't like it. It sucks. So but you get good results. I'm telling you, the lady friends are better than girlfriends. Or friend girls are better than girlfriends. You could go on a date, you could have a good time with them, do your thing, and then not talk to them for a week or two. If you have a girlfriend, you gotta talk to her every day. I don't even like to talk to my brother every day, bro. Like there's days where I don't talk to my brother for a whole week, and he lives in the same apartment as me. Like there's been times where I haven't talked to my bro in like 10 days. And like I hear him outside my room, like he's there existing in the kitchen doing his thing or whatever, but like I don't know, I'm just antisocial like that. That's what I'm saying. Having a girlfriend, yeah, it's a net negative for someone who's a young or relatively young adult and is on their grind. Just think about it, like, yeah, like Crusader said, or like Samurai said, yeah, it's expensive. For one, it's expensive. For two, it's just the takes up so much of your mental capacity. Always wondering like, oh my god, what is she doing? Bro, like, God forbid she posts a thirst trap or something. I'll be pissed. Or God forbid she takes too long to text back, I'll be pissed. Because then my mind will start to wander like, what is she doing, bro? I don't like that. It takes up way too much of your mental capacity. This generation is cooked. Yeah, maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps. I mean, I don't know, man. I have trust issues. Like, the last relationship I've been in, I felt like that the whole time. Like, I started trading, and in that first year is when I had my big relationship. And man, when I say I couldn't even trade some days because I was too busy worrying about her, it's true. It just takes up way too much of your mental space. "28. Old as hell. No, you know why I wouldn't want a girl who trades either? Because girls are already emotional. Now think about when she's on a red streak, or she's on a losing streak, or she lost an account. Like, now both of y'all are there just sad. Nah, hell no. Like, I can't, bro. Still in the 20s? Yeah, not for long. But yeah, it's all good. I already accepted that fact. I'm telling you, when I turned 25, I was like depressed about it, but now I just accept it. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, for real, sitting there together, sad. Like, ideally, bro, like, truthfully, ideally, I would just rather have a girl that doesn't work. Because then I don't got to worry about her coworkers. I don't got to worry about her. Ideally, she's just there. And she's there tending to the garden or something. Or tending to the kids or something. I don't know. But no, absolutely, bro. Tori's a little mid monster. I can't, man. I can't. What up, Kevin? There you are, buddy. But you never come. Yeah, I know all the girls in the industry space. Not like personally, but I see, because like I said, I'm not on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. So I always see them all on Twitter just pop up on my timeline. And the funny thing about all of them is, like, they don't even ever really talk about trading. They are always posting selfies and selling their looks. Just crazy. You could build a whole following just of being a girl and showing a little curves and a little cleavage here and there. Yeah, exactly. But hey, if I was a girl, I'd do the same thing. So fair game. Might even. I may have even started an OF if I was a chick. Why not? There's a girl I know. I hope she's not watching the stream. Absolute mid monster. Absolute mid monster, bro. Makes a solid $250,000 a year, bro. Off of Sims. Like, I couldn't believe it. And she's always asking me, like, oh, how come you don't travel? How come you're never doing anything? How come you're never going out and doing anything fun? Like, yeah, because I don't got a bunch of men paying for it. It's expensive to be outside. And I gotta earn every dollar. Crazy. Ever play chess? Yeah, I grew up playing chess. I'm not that good at it, but definitely grew up playing chess when I was they taught us how to play chess in elementary school that I went to. No, that's what I'm saying. It's the Mighty Samurai. I would do it too, bro. I don't care if it sounds bad. I don't care, man. At this point, what's your alternative? Like, it's like you have I mean, it's morally wrong, whatever, but what's your alternative? To get a normal job and actually work for your 70K a year, bro, when you could make a whole million just by showing some ass? Sounds like a no-brainer to me. Yeah, my bad, bro. My bad, Kev. We're so undialed right now. All right, ask your trading question, Kevin. Ask your trading question. We gotta dial this back in. Nah, don't. We can't have Chrissy here because it would be even worse. Yeah, Austin's expensive, bro. Austin's insanely expensive. Like, I went to California 2 months ago, and I was surprised at how much. Like, there was no difference, basically. There was no difference being in California and Austin. Everything was the same. Like, gas is a little bit more expensive in Cali, whatever. Rent is really only a little bit more expensive by like 1,000. But like when you're already paying like 2,500, paying an extra 1,000 to live in Cali isn't even that bad, because it's like 3,500 for rent out there. It's like 25 here. Food is insane too. Like, go and get yourself some. Like you go on a date with a girl, you're not spending less than 150 at all. Like, cause whether you're driving or you're getting an Uber, that's already. If you're driving, you gotta pay for parking. Parking in Austin is $50, or like $30 an hour. So. Plus like $20 in gas, because like I'm driving a V8, it's gonna be that. Plus each drink is like $15. Maybe y'all get like an appetizer, bro. So like just going out to get some drinks with a girl, and assuming you're paying for her, whether you Uber or not, is gonna be $150. And that's a boring ass date. Like, that's just you grabbing some drinks. You go and actually do stuff, like have like a fun date, you're out $200-300 easily. So yeah, Austin, not cheap. Don't worry, Kevin's about to dial us in with a banger of a question. Who just longed? I can't find the message. Somebody said I just longed like 5 minutes ago. First, yes sir. Yeah, you're a yapper. That's what happens. You sent it in the DM? Alright, let's see. You probably get it in like a couple of my messages. I don't know, it's not up to me. YouTube. The little YouTube chat algo decides. All right, Kev, let's see, man. Checking my DMs. Talking about the message from earlier on. Okay. Let me just pull it up over here. Whoop. Never mind. Bro, I don't have an Instagram. Well, I do, like I don't use it. It's dead. It's dead. If you want to reach me, look me up on Twitter. My Instagram is collecting dust. All right. Diagram shows 30-minute market structure smoothed out. Pull it up on screen. It's in the description. Check the description. Okay. 23. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's a lower high, Kevin. It's 100% a lower high. It's just like, well, it just depends on the context you're working with, right? This is what I meant to tell you yesterday when you were DMing me. So you're asking, like, at what point are we in an uptrend and out of a range? So if this is your range, right, you have 2 touch points, even a third one today, you could say, you know, you're kind of using your imagination a little bit while using like some reference points for price pivoting. You could say this is your range for now, 780 by 2300. Now, once price is out, like once price breaks down from this range, then retests this range, then we break and break this pivot. Now we're in a potential downtrend, and each one of these is going to be confirming that. But so like Kyle's backdrops, the write-up he has on backdrops, it's essentially that he has a near term and an intermediate. Near term is like the last 3 sessions. So the last 3 sessions, like they're just neutral. Like we're not doing anything. We're not uptrending. Like if you just look at the last few days, like last 5 days, we're not doing anything. Kind of in a little range. That's your near term. Now your intermediate is like when you zoom out and you look at the last 3 weeks or so, clearly we're in an uptrend. So, and then secondly, like that's what a trend looks like too. Like look here, I mean this is not the cleanest range, but like let's use our imagination and just draw a box on this whole action. Let's say that's the range, right? That's our range. Background music is a bit too high. I got you. All right, my bad. Lower it. There you go. But once we're out of this range, and then this is it right here. Once you start to, this is the new high out of the range, right? Pulls back. Now, we don't know if this is a high or low until we make another new high. And then we make another new high, and then we have another pullback. And we don't know if this is a high or low until it's like all the way back in. But you could kind of assume that it's going to be a high or low. Once it starts curling over, and then once we make a new high, now you know, like we're in an uptrend. And it's the same thing over and over. New high, pullback. And then, yeah. And then look at recently, we were in an uptrend, right? Then you go into just stagnation. It goes from making a new high, pullback, to no new high, and then pulls all the way back, and then again no new high, then pulls it back again, no new high. So it's like kind of a range now. And then we break out of this range, retest that range, and then we just didn't continue higher, so no uptrend. So now it's just another range. So it's like, You're just using context clues essentially and a little bit of imagination. Because nothing is obviously clear until hindsight, right? So $2,600 is like the floor connected to the current structures level. Yeah, 780 can expand. Yeah. Pretty much. Well, also, like, you can't assume that the first break of that 600 is just gonna be a downtrend, right? It could just be another sweep of these lows. Like, it could just break, and then you're thinking, oh, another downtrend started, and then it just does this. So until it breaks, retests, rolls over, and then you break that little low, you don't know. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. All right, back. Kev, you still there? I hope I answered your question with that last thing I said. If not, let me know. Yo, it's funny. One of you guys. Yeah. This one? This pick? It's RTH too, right? Let me see. I'm wearing a robe, man. It's just a robe. Cause I don't like to wear clothes around the house. I usually wear shorts, no t-shirt, but I'm always hot. It's always hot in Texas. AC doesn't even help. So I just wear a robe. Because if I stream with no shirt on, it's gonna be weird. But it's funny, one of you guys was asking why the views are so low. Bro, when we were talking shit about whatever, the views were at like 12. And as soon as we get dialed, people leave. So most people don't care for the sauce, they just care for entertainment. In the red circle, I drew that lower high. That really confuses me since it's a lower high in the bearish impulse, but does not change the structure. what's confusing about it? You can trade that for like you can use that to your advantage. You can like this. That's not an invalid thesis. You can use that as a lower high because like yeah, like you're right here. We didn't make any all-time highs, so we roll over, and assuming it rolls over again at 2300 or 23k, you could use that to your advantage for a trade here, short, and target like this low or like this area, whatever. Target whatever you think makes sense. No, I wouldn't say it's called an internal lower high. It's a lower high. Like that's the thing about like lower highs, higher lows, and ranges. It's just all depends on context, right? So I could pull up a 1 minute and show you higher lows, lower highs. Now, does that invalidate them if I switch to a different chart and no longer see them? No. It's just, like I said, it just all depends on the context of the time frame you're looking at and the range of time that you're looking at. So if you're just looking at this, yeah, it's a lower high. Why not? Nothing wrong with it. It's definitely a lower high, but it's like if you start to look if you start to zoom out and you look in the bigger looking in the bigger like context, now it's not a lower high. Now it's just like a whole bunch of nothing, you know? So I think like you don't need to confuse yourself so much, because I don't think you don't swing trade, right? So really, like here's the best thing I can tell you is like whatever you trade, look at that time frame. Like personally, right? I only trade scalps, so I don't care what the overall market is doing. I don't care. All I look for is my structures on the 1 minute, and I get in there with a 15-second entry. Now, I'll still look at the overall market structure, like higher time frame, and see what the overall direction is as my compass. That way I don't get stuck in something like I got stuck in yesterday, where we were sweeping a recent high here and I was trying to long here at the high. Like I could have avoided that by looking at that, right? But overall, we're just mid-range. I don't care. I just look to see where I could find my next trade, where there's a sweep or whatever. So basically what I'm saying is like, to confuse yourself less, only look at the things that make sense for you, that give you a thesis for your trade, essentially. Anything that doesn't add to your trade, anything that doesn't add thesis or conviction to your trade, just don't look at it. Like this daily, right? I have no reason to have this daily on here. I just have it on here for fun. But I could not ever look at this thing and be okay. So yeah, it makes sense. If you're doing that and you're sitting in there for bigger moves, then by all means, then just like I said, take your 30-minute, just look at two scenarios, like your near term, which is your last few sessions, and your intermediate for like the last few weeks. So obviously, like if we look, we're overall in an uptrend, right? But the last few days, what are we doing? Like, what are we working with in the last few days that I could do to take a trade today? Well, today we rejected the session high, or I mean, not the session high, with the recent range high. So you could have used this to short. Then we were sweeping for the prior day low. Could have used this for long. That's kind of how I would use it. And then you position yourself for these big moves and ride them, if that's what you're into. I don't know, Zombie, I started like a month and a half ago, so maybe it'll take its time to get blessed by the YouTube algorithm. Sometimes it hooks it up, sometimes it doesn't. Damn, man, I thought I turned the music down earlier when you guys told me it was too loud. I did not. I was messing with a different audio setting. Sorry about that. My apologies. Damn, my bad, Kevin. I hope the music wasn't too loud and you actually heard me through all the app. Is there some way you can help me with the red circle? I'm telling you, it's a lower high. I can't. You can give it your own name. Like, you can give this thing your own little nickname, whatever makes sense to you. But it is technically a lower high. It's just like I said, it just depends on how you look at the chart. Because look, this is a lower high too. Technically, it is. So far, this is a lower high. I mean, we won't know until it breaks below and takes out this low. Well, it just, like I said, it depends on it, but it does affect the structure. That's the thing. Like, it depends on how you're looking at it. If you're looking at the last few days, it does affect the structure. If you were to zoom out, no, it doesn't. Because now you like, it doesn't mean anything. If you're this close, it does. So you're so focused on it, man. It's I get it though, because I get it, because I was like this too. And then that one day the switch just flipped. Like, you get hyper focused on that's the thing, right? You're getting hyper focused on making the trading very precise and very black and white. And I used to argue with Kyle about this all the time. Because he would, that would just piss me off, because he would always say trading is a gray zone. And how am I gonna learn something that's not consistent? I need it to be black and white. Well, it's never going to be black and white. You just, like I said, you just kind of got to use context clues and a little bit of imagination. That's all you can do. Nothing is certain until it's hindsight. What about the weather in Texas, bro? It's hot as hell. It's hot and humid. It's like desert weather. From India? Yeah, it's probably just as hot over here as it is in India right now. How does it affect the structure in terms of 30-minute market structure? Here's the thing. So, what chart are you actually entering on? What chart are you actually entering on? Let's start there. what do you use for your entry signal? And okay, so 5 minute, right? So if I was to look at the 5 minute, all right, let me do it on this one so it's cleaner. 5 minute. So how do I explain this to you? If you're looking at the 5 minute, you shouldn't really worry about what's happening with 30 minute. Like if you're basing your entry off of 5 minute, like this morning, for example, right? We sweep prior day low. You have your signal bar, you take it here. And then let's say you're targeting 23K, just because why not? 23K is a whole number. It's your risk reward. Place your stop down here. That's it. You let it work. I would not worry about what the 30 minutes is doing, because if I look at the 30 minute, I mean, it's not, especially you're looking at it in RTH. I mean, I don't know. It's not telling me much. Besides the same thing, like we just swept the prior day low. And we're in this little micro range. Yeah, I feel like I'm just confusing you, but nah, zombie, I don't trade gold. I only trade NQ. Only NQ. Wait, I want a Dodge Viper. A Dodge Viper would be insane. Like the ultimate dream car. Nobody has those. They're not even that expensive. But that's what I'm saying, Kevin. Like, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to just, like, I just don't get why you're so focused on 30 minute if you're basing your entry off the 5. Like, I would take your trade, look for obvious pivots, and that's it. I know it sounds kind of insane, but like the more simple you make everything, the easier it's gonna be on your mental. The more easier it's gonna be on your mental, the more easier it's gonna be on your trading, everything. You just gotta simplify, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, all I trade now, and this has got me to be the most profitable, is one strategy on one chart. I don't care about anything else. I only trade the liquidity grab, the sweep, the spring, call it whatever you want. Obviously, I could find it on any chart. Wherever I see it fit, but I'll execute it on the 15-second. Des said you were sick. Get well soon, buddy. How you get sick in a nice, warm California? Buddy must have not been washing his hands. Well, yeah. What's stopping you? What's stopping you from doing that? I don't see what's stopping you from doing that. Like, even here at 23K, like, I mean, this kind of looks like your chart. Not really, because this is just intra-session, but 23K right there. I mean, you didn't get the cleanest signal whatsoever, but downtrend puts up a lower high at 23K and the fib sell zone. Ideally, Kevin, you would have wanted it to go right here, but you don't always get what you want. It's just trading for you. But if you just kind of like navigate the gray areas, it technically give you that idea of lower high at 23K. Yeah, I mean, it would be the same idea here then too. Took a short and RTY. Let's check out your RTY. That's short and RTY does? Short? Make it make sense. I thought you trade VWAP. Oh, I get it. Never mind. Off the open. Jesus Christ. How'd you lose that much on an MNQ? What'd you do? I mean, oversize or what? What happened there? Too much size? And how, also, what did you trade on NQ? I don't even see like a very good VWAP setup besides maybe here, and it looks like it kind of worked. Is fib a good strategy? I can't say it's not a good strategy, but I can't say it's a great strategy either. It's very subjective. Like I could draw, like personally, I draw my fibs intraday, right? But somebody else could draw their fibs including something else. So it's very subjective, but can you make them work? 100%. If that's all you trade, yeah, for sure. Look, plenty of times where the fibs work today. I'm drawing my fibs from session high to session low. You join the trend with the shorts there, worked. Then again, this is all the fib buy zone right here. 38, 50%, and 61% fib. Kind of worked, but didn't hit target. Target would be session low. And then again, 61% fib. Seller stepped in. So it will certainly have edge because you won't be the only person watching those levels, but it's not my favorite. But yeah, you could certainly make it work. RTH at 1046. Oh, RTH VWAP. See, I don't have that damn indicator. Oh, 46. Oh, I see. That's not bad. Got stopped out, huh? NQ was a little higher. And then you tried it again. 1055 right there. And then you tried it again for a long. Oh, wait. Did you short here? Says? Tough, man, tough. Cause I get it. I get why you shorted. But at the same time, I get why somebody would take a long here too, you know? Like, for short, like I said, this is the fib sell zone, 23K. But at the same time, against that, you're also working with this intra uptrend, higher lows. You break this pivot here, retest it with VWAP. So it's also kind of a long. And this is Kevin right here is exactly why I'm saying higher lows, lower highs, extremely subjective. Your higher low, your lower high could be someone else's nothing or somebody else's opposite. So it just depends on what time frame you're looking at, how zoomed in you are, all that stuff. And you smacked ES short. Man. Where'd you ES short? Oh, ETH, my bad, I'm over here. Can't even read. Yeah, what's your daily goal? What's your daily goal? $50? Come on. So you're a double daily goal and you kept pushing? Buddy. The fuck is your deal? Tell me. How do you have double daily goal and you keep trading? Like, you were double daily in the first 15 minutes and you kept trading. If you ever hit goal, just lock your account and switch to a different account or something if you want to keep trading. Yeah, but I don't think missing some days is a good reason to push it on one day, bro. Gotta keep it methodical. Well, by lock out, I don't mean like physically lock out, unless you depend on that. Just close it. Could always just close the tab. What's your, okay, if that's your daily goal, what's your daily loss limit? What's the most loss you can take before you close it? Just 2 losses, not monetary. That's pretty good, I guess. Pretty good. Bro, how? I'm so surprised your daily goal is only $50, but you're trading 9 MNQ. You could, for what? Am I missing something? If you just trade 1 NQ and you flip it for just 5 points, you'll make $100. And I'm sure you got more than 5 points on all those trades. So, riddle me that. Man, this thing is just dead now. Absolutely no volume. Probably give it like another 20 minutes. And if we don't get no news or anything, I'll probably just shut it down because this is absolutely untradeable. It's just pinned at 23,000. Just pinned. As if it's monthly OPEX or something. Psychological goal, Kevin. Yeah, understandable. But I don't think the $50 part is retarded. I don't think that's bad. I mean, most will argue that what I'm doing is retarded. I'm over here taking 2 minis for just 5 points. Like, most people in the industry will think I'm a complete idiot for that, but that's just really about what works for you. Now, if your goal is only $50, there's much easier ways to make it. Even trading your strategy, like trading VWAP. VWAP always gives like 10, 15 points. So you could take 1 mini or those same 9 MNQ, or even 5 MNQ, and just have a bracket order for $50, $100, you'll have that instantly. Or have a bracket order for, I don't know, like $200, but as soon as you're up 50 in profit, just move your trail to 50 in profit.
In the mix.
That's it. But as far as being content about whatever you get above $50, I get that 100%. The reason why I scalp for so little, it also helps me be content with, like, if there's any time a move that, you know, runs for way more than I got out of it. Like, a lot of times I was in a trade where I was offering out. So let's say I was buying 10 MNQ here, for example. About 10 MNQ here, and I'm offering out, and I'm all the way out at, like, what is this? Like 20 points of gain, but it runs another 30 points without me. I would be pissed. Now, if I know all I need is 5 points, no matter if this move fails and only gives 5, or if this move gives me 5 and runs another 200 points, I never care. Like, I'm always happy with what I get. So I completely get that psychological factor. Completely get it. We got some Fed speak ongoing. Let's go. Let's see if they say something crazy. Got Feds Waller yapping away. Right there. See if he can get us out of this little range. This is insane. A 15-20 point structure here that we're just stuck in. You know what's funny, Des? This morning, I was up like $50 away from my daily goal without even realizing it. My daily goal is $600. I was at like 560, 540, something like that. I don't remember. Took a loss, gave it all back. And that was in the first like 30 minutes of the day. So I could have called the day so early. Yet here I am. 3 hours into the session, doing absolutely nothing with way less than what I started. Just how it goes, man. Just how it goes when you get a little greedy. All right, Zombie. Appreciate you for tuning in, man. You finally got your number 1. Just noticed that too. See you tomorrow if you pop in. I'll be streaming again. Short stream. Little Friday short stream. Later. Have a good night.
Determine the quality of your mind. Place your mind beyond the reach of fear.
Is that from India, huh? That's funny.
Stop allowing your ruthless ambition.
Yeah, bro, I got a lot of viewers from India. Crazy. You guys are not the only ones.
And for once,
I don't know what they got going on in India.
you already created.
But I always see you guys in my stream. From Punjab. They're getting educated on trading. Love it. So far I got a little liquidity grab of this structure high. A little structure sweep and right back in with the up thrust. But if you zoom out, absolutely nothing is happening.
The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Place your mind beyond the reach of fear. Stop allowing your ruthless ambition to run away with your ability to sit down and for once just enjoy what you already created.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. It is what it is though. Most of the time chat's not even active. So today's a rare occasion. I mean, most of the time my streams are dead. Alright, man, I appreciate you. Nah, I'm kidding. Just go to sleep, bro. What are you doing? Dez. I do like your trades. The only one I can't really resonate with is the RTH. The RTH I can't get behind. Like if I'm watching, like to me it feels like strategy hopping almost, because you're over there doing RTY, I don't know, whatever else, NQ. So already so many different things, and then you're doing RTH, ETH. It's like, man, I don't know, man. I personally have so much hard time with like stuff like that, to where, like I already said, I find the best consistency whenever I simplify everything. Whenever it's just one chart, one strategy. But you guys aren't distracting me. There's nothing happening. if there was actually something happening, I'd be taking the trade and then moving on. But there's not much. I'm kind of watching this little structure just to see what happens, but not much here. Looks like it's gonna roll over. Why not purchase Bitcoin? Because it would be too easy. What's the point of living life if it's easy? But I'll take this in practice account. I don't love the volume, so I'll just do that for fun. Build. Then why do OF? Cause bro, you're a girl. Why not? It's a valid point though, yeah, you're right. There you go. Took that in the simulator, not in the real account. Just don't love the volume, but simple. Structure, undercut, get back in, pop. Nothing crazy. Didn't want to do it in the real account, just the volume's too low. I was afraid that this thing would just end up chopping, doing nothing. So for the ideal type of setup for me personally, even with this strategy, I always want to be fading some sort of volatility. Des, have you thought about what I said, man? About opening up another account and just trading liquidity sweeps? Just to diversify yourself. That way, like, you can still trade NQ, RTH, and anytime there's not one, anytime there's not a setup that fits your criteria, just switch to your different account and try a sweep, a liquidity sweep, if it comes. Best country to trade? Probably, I don't know. Dubai or Russia. It's like 5% tax or less. Definitely not US. Really, it doesn't matter. Any country that you can have a citizenship in and sign up for a broker, or you have the smallest tax, is going to be your best country, in my opinion. Trading is already hard as is. If you're having to give away a third or more of your income, kind of sucks. That's what I'm about to do, Kevin. Shit, I'm about to go to, you already know, go to Nam to run a VPN. But a VPN isn't going to change the fact that I still got to pay taxes in the US. And doesn't change that. Like that little micro higher low at 2300. That's funny. Yoink. Yeah, unless you give back the citizenship, which I wouldn't do. Unless I had another one. Another good one. Yeah, you still get, bro, you still gotta, the states don't care, man. You could live abroad and make money your whole life, and as long as you're a citizen here, they still want their cut.
My stomach with the restless
Still want their cut.
butterflies. Do you recognize this feeling? So dense, you can drown in it. You feel this enormous power inside.
All right, man. Feds Waller is done speaking, and the market hasn't moved at all. So, as much as I want to focus on profit and make another trade that would push me to 600
Keep feeling
and hit my daily goal,
with the restless.
I'm gonna listen to what the market is telling me and shut it down, because
Do you
I can't do nothing with this. And sometimes you shut the stream down and then this thing just starts moving. So it could do this and start moving and do all the fun things, but
feel this enormous
to prevent that,
power inside?
to prevent myself from coming back, I'm locking myself out. I can no longer trade this account for the session. So we'll take the small green, shy of daily goal, and shut it down. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. It's been a fun one. Kept it active. I'll be streaming again tomorrow around 10 a.m. So see you guys then. Bye.